But the field's absolutely stacked. It is incredible. We all want to see the debut of Sifan Hassan. Attempted the Olympic triple, came away with 2 golds. She, of course, did the 15-10 double at the Doha World Championships. And now she's moving up to the marathon. So we know how good she has been at every distance from 800 through the half marathon. What can she do? This is a huge step up in distance, but she's succeeded at everything else she's done. In this race against her, Brigid Kosgei, world record holder, Tai Sefa, who ran 2:15, Perez Jepchirchir, who's won multiple world marathon majors, Ayana, who's former 10,000 meter world record holder, Olympic champion, Yehualaw, who's the defending London champion, Genzebe Dibaba, who still holds the 1,500 meter world record, by the way, and ran 2:18. This one is going to be just so fun to watch, Gordon, because you have athletes coming from different points of their careers, coming from different specialties, and they're all going to be in this race. And Sifan Hassan, I think, is going to get probably the most attention. There's the most curiosity about what she does, just because it is her first. But Dibaba and Ayana running their second, that's pretty fascinating too. And you have someone like a Sefa who made a huge jump up last year and ran 2:15. So take your pick on this. I think this one's wide open for the win.
Yeah, I guess first there's like 2 kind of storylines here. Obviously, the depth, and we're going to see a fast time. We're going to see potentially another bullet check resume mark for you, why you are the best women's marathoner in the world right now. Because, like I said, everyone is constantly just running another quick time here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that aspect, and then you just have the Sifan Hassan aspect of the debut. She's an all-time great on the track. How will it translate in her first marathon? Reacting to her press conference, she made it seem like it just like put a little brakes on, like expecting like greatness on day one. Even herself, she's like, "This is my first one." Everyone needs to think back and think about their first race. Like, think about the first time you ran a mile in a middle school track meet. It was not good. It was not pretty. The first cross country race, the first 8K every college freshman does, they're like, wait a minute, I got to do 3 more K after this. So think about that, but multiply it by another 13.1 miles. That's what she's doing. She's like, wait, I got to do another 13.1 miles on top of a half marathon. So I think that based on her body language and the way she kind of talked about her buildup, I don't think we're going to see anything crazy special from Hassan. But with that being said, the new floor for elite women's marathoners is like 2:19. So she's probably going to run like 2:19:20. And we're all going to be like, oh, that's all right. And we're like, wait, she just ran 2:19:20 for the first time after having an entire track career. So,
well, and she's run 1:56.5. I think she'll go faster than 2:19. I'm not picking her to win, but I don't think she's going to run. I think she'll run faster than 2:19.
Even based off the way her like, hey guys, this is not, she's so good that her saying I'm not, it's like when the fast kid on your team's like, I'm not out of shape. And then they go out there and they're like, you're not out of shape. I hate when people say I'm not fit. And then like, you're fit.
Here's some of her quotes from the press conference that you mentioned. I'm just scared of the marathon. I don't know whether I'll finish or not. Sometimes I wake up like, why the hell did I decide to run a marathon? I love the honesty from Sifan Hassan leading into this first big race, because that's what many of us would be thinking before our first marathon. Why the hell did I decide to do this? And she said, second one's going to be better. She knows second one's going to be better. She doesn't know when it's going to be. She was asked about Paris. She said she didn't know. And of course, she's not going to know because she's got all sorts of options and she wants to see how this one goes. But I think, it's just fun. It's fun to see someone with this range, with this constant string of successes, continue to push themselves to an even farther distance. And you're like, okay, can she carry this on to the full marathon? Can she really have that much range from 800 all the way up to 26.2? We're going to find out.
Okay, so question here. Maybe do we wait? I guess we do this. Maybe we do this on Monday. But we need our official, like, current era Mount Rushmore of women's marathoners. Like, who are the 4?
Oh, yeah. We have to do that on Monday for sure. We can't do that now. Because when it comes to this field,
this is big. This is like the final chisel. We're putting in the final chisels.
Well,
is anyone on the Mount Rushmore, regardless of what happens on Sunday?
You could make the argument for Kosgei. You're talking about just the marathon, not distance runner. You're talking about marathoner.
No, marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon.
You could argue Kosgei because she's got the world
current
record.
Marathon. So Radcliffe, we're not current marathon.
Yeah, current era. I would say Kosgei would be the best candidate because the world record and a lot of marathon major wins. And in an era of ever increasing fast times, hers is still holding up. It's still holding strong for now. So I think she'd be in there. But someone like Jepchirchir's won a bunch of majors. So we originally had that big three. Remember? It was Kosgei, Jep Kosgei, and Jepchirchir. Those were the three. And then last year happened, and then everybody decided to run almost as fast as them and win a bunch of majors and set insane PRs. So now we're at the situation where we have a whole bunch of people that can be on that list, including someone like Helen Obiri, who hasn't had a fast marathon yet, but she just won Boston against a completely stacked field. I think this is going to separate some folks, so we should wait until Monday to break it down. Kosgei also said she's a little banged.
Kosgei's already. Oh, sorry.
Well, but she also said in the press conference she's a little hurt, or she came in with she had a hamstring issue a couple weeks ago. So I think I'm going to go with Yehualaw for the repeat win, and I think that would put her on that list too, because you go back to back in London in today's era. I think that's enough to make sure you're in the top 4 overall.
It just seems so. But the thing is, like, everyone has an argument. Like,
oh yeah,
y'all. Do you know how many women have run faster than y'all? Sorry,
Yehualaw.
Say her last name. Yehualaw. Do you know how many like current era women have run faster than her?
Like 10 or something.
8.
Okay, that was
close. A lot. But 8 people have run faster than her, and you're like, well, if she wins, guaranteed Mount Rushmore, despite having a time that's slower than 8 other people.
Yeah, but it would put her ahead of a big group of people who are candidates to get on Mount Rushmore. That's more what I'm looking at. It's just the head-to-head victories that she would have. And back-to-back.
Ayana. That's my pick.
So that would be interesting too. One of the people who's had the FloTrack career, because you got the people who had the FloTrack career. Then you have someone like Hassan who's mid-track career, because it doesn't seem like she's going to age out of track anytime soon. And then you got the people who are pure marathoners or pure half marathoners. You have those 3 groups of people, and then there's subgroups within that. And then there's people like Mergetu, Career, Kabede. They're all 218s at the bottom of that list. So one unfortunate thing, though, especially for the hometown crowd, Eilish McColgan pulled out with an injury. We saw her run really fast in the 10,000 earlier this year. No doubt she was going to be in great shape, but she had to scratch. And it would have been fascinating to see how well she ran out there. But she won't be there. We'll have to wait a little longer for her marathon debut. But the women's field is exciting. There's so much to watch for in that race.